the late 1880s. A lot of the Japanese came over to work on the railroad, taking the place of the Chinese who were excluded. In the early 1900s, there was Japanese doctors with Japanese hospitals, and all these people that worked on the railroad were getting injured because they had no safety programs. So the hospital was just full of people who were injured. And a lot of the Japanese that came in as railroad workers eventually opened up their own stores on 25th and 24th Grant and Lincoln. The Buddhist church was quite active, and the Christian church was also the same. The Japanese Association, which was a group that assisted the Japanese school there, was Star Supply Company. They had Bamboo, first Japanese dentist, the Sakurada Fish Market, a barber shop. They had a number of restaurants. Eagle Cafe, American Cafe, George's Cafe, and the Star Noodle was there also. And there was a Japanese market there. Quite a few businesses were located just in that particular area. Essentially formed a Japanese town. When the war started, the Japanese were evacuated and put into 10 concentration camps all over the United States by what they call Executive Order 9066. The people actually moved in from the coast at the time. So when the war ended, a number of these people, the people who were interned, relocated to Utah. So the influx of the Japanese increased the population in Ogden at that time. Japanese always did was stress education. You know, they wanted the kids to go to school because they didn't want them to have to go through the same thing that they went through when they became immigrants. And they had a language barrier, a religion barrier, a racial barrier. But as the kids grew up, a lot of them went to college and found opportunities outside of Utah. That's one of the reasons why there's no Japantown. But the Japanese community essentially dissipated now. One of the things that happened was that as the Japanese progressed economically, the housing market opened up because of the restrictions of the racial covenants that prohibited people from living in certain areas. You know, they were stricken down. So the Japanese were able to move into other areas. The Japanese community just disintegrated along with the businesses because people stopped coming to 25th Street and stopped living in 25th Street.